Okay. I'm going to start my webinar. I do see I have two guests. So namaste everyone. आप सबका इस वेबिनार में स्वागत है. मेरा नाम है प्रणीता और मैं टैलेंट लूप में हिंदी कोच हूँ. I will be switching between Hindi and English just to make everyone comfortable. And so I've been a teacher by profession for many years. I have been teaching math, science, music, Hindi, Gujarati, as in tutorings and in through Zoom of late because of our pandemic. So I've also had a lot of some in-person camps 2 years back, and so the kids have had really a lot of fun. My teaching style is nurturing and fun. I make sure that that the kids learn while they are having fun. They don't even realize that. So I have 3 degrees in education, the bachelor's in education and certification from US, and an early childhood education certification too. So today's webinar, आज हम बात करेंगे कि what can you expect to learn from your kids to learn in my summer workshop that will be conducted from June. So normally the goal of my my whole course is for kids to develop a love for the language, to be able to speak it, to be able to read a bit, and to be able to write a bit. It's all about listening skills and having fun while you're learning. So, and it's a very interactive one. So when my children are on my Zoom class, they're all interacting with each other. So that because that is all of language is all about communication. So here, this is typically I would start my class with namaste greeting. That would be my first class where I would teach my children how would you say how would you say hello in Hindi. And once they know that, then I will say, what's the next thing you would ask ask somebody whom you meet? So they will say, how are you? And I'm fine. And then we will wonder, how would you say that in Hindi? So now in this webinar also, I want it to be interactive. So if I can have a couple of volunteers who would, if some of the younger kids are there, I would like to kind of show you how I would teach a child how to start the greetings in Hindi. So if I have our advisor from Thailand Nook is here, would you be able to unmute a couple of volunteers? Okay. I see I have Bhavana, and I'm assuming that's the mom. And then I see Nishant. If you can unmute them, then it would be nice to be able to give a little sample of my class and see how the kids are, how they would interact. This is how I had done my webinar last year too. I see Nishant has been unmuted. Nishant, is that your child's name or your name?
That's my name.
Okay. And is your son or daughter there with you?
I have 3 daughters. They are eating dinner. They're not here with me.
Oh, okay. So you just wanted to figure out what the whole sessions and course is about?
Yeah, I can go get one. I think they're finishing up. If you want me to go get one of them.
Sure, that'll be great. That'll be great. Nothing like having them here and mine being able to interact with them. So I just saw Bhavna sent me a message saying, I believe you are driving. Okay, no worries.
That's okay. Let me go get my eldest. I'll be right back.
Sure, thanks, Nishant. So once one of the kids is here, I'll continue. So I believe, Bhavna, you cannot talk because you're driving. But we might have a Q&A at the end of my webinar to figure out, if you had any questions. So hopefully, maybe you'll be able to talk if you have a hands-free kit or something, or on speakers. But if not, feel free to reach out to Talent Note later on or with any questions you have. So while we're waiting, I think you should be, Bhavna is able to see the screen at least, right? While driving, I hope so. So this is one way that I teach colors. We kind of draw a rainbow. I send this printout and then I teach them what is a rainbow. Rainbow ko kya kehte hain Hindi mein. So they are very thrilled with the word Indradhanush ya Meghdhanush. And then instead of just memorizing the colors, I make sure that they are hands-on, red ko lal kehte hain. What are the colors? They know the colors in English. Now it's easier for them to decide to learn what they're called in Hindi. And this way they learn it much faster. And, in the whole process, I make sure they are learning how a rainbow is formed, a little bit of science thrown in there. They know most of it. And then, the words for the sky, for clouds, rain, barish, akash, badal, sabhi बहुत सारी vocabulary एक साथ में मिल जाती है, which is thematic. So that is what is one of my specialties, is that I make sure it's thematic, where a certain we have a certain thing where here somebody has come to your house, how would you greet them? And if somebody is if you've gone to the airport or you've gone to the market, what kind of vegetables would you buy? So those are some of the things that I would do. I think Nishant is back.
Yeah, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you now. Do I have your daughter there?
Yeah, that's my daughter, Kara.
Kara? Hi, Kara.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
Good. और तुम हिंदी सीखना चाहती हो? Would you like to learn some Hindi?
Yes.
Wonderful. बहुत अच्छा. तो आज हम let's do a little bit of a game, okay? And see how we can learn Hindi, how we can say in Hindi. What if I asked you, तुम्हारा नाम क्या है? What do you think I'm asking you? Any idea? So
repeat it, maybe. Did you hear it? Okay.
Okay. So
you use your words. Say talk. Say could you repeat that one more time?
Can you repeat that one more time?
Sure, I can. So I asked you a question. तुम्हारा नाम क्या है? Now you may know what it means. You may not know what it means, and that's okay. So can you tell me if you maybe know what it means?
No.
That's totally fine. That's why you're here. Well, I'll give you a hint. Naam is what we say for name in Hindi. Okay. So I am asking you, what is your name? So you would say, Mera naam. Can you say Mera naam?
Mera naam
Kara hai.
Kara hai.
Right. What you just said was, my name is Kara. Isn't it? That's cool. You already spoke one whole sentence in Hindi. Now,
nice job.
Yeah, good job, Kara. So now, do you know a song called Hokey Pokey?
You
don't know the Hokey Pokey?
You remember the one that you put your right hand in, you put your right hand out. You know that one? Yes. Now, how about we sing that in Hindi? And I'll teach it to you, and you can put your right hand in front and say, Karo daya haath aage. Can you repeat those 3 words? Karo. Can you say karo?
Kar.
Karo.
Yeah.
Daya.
Dar.
Daya.
Daya.
Haath.
Hat.
Aage.
Age.
Okay, what we just said is put your right hand in front. We have to, these are the special songs that which kind of in Hindi, we are going to sing the Hokey Pokey. Karo daya haath aage, karo daya haath piche. So daya means right and haath is hand, right? So, so that's how we are going to learn. Karo daya haath aage. Can you repeat that one more time for me?
The Adaya Haki Aki.
Very good try. Now, karo daya haath piche.
The Adaya Hati Peachy.
Good job. That's really good, Kara. And this is, we have just started and you have no idea of the language. You're already speaking it. And when we actually get into a class, into our summer workshop and a summer Hindi club, I will teach you one word at a time and you will be able to sing the whole song. Will that be fun for you to do?
Yeah.
I'm happy to hear that. And that is something we would do. That's one of the songs I do. I do finger puppet songs where I try to teach about the family like Dadaji, Dadima. And one of the things I know parents would want their kids to be able to speak in Hindi with their grandparents, parents, other relatives. So I teach them with the finger puppet song. I say, Dadaji kahan ho, दादाजी कहाँ हो, मैं यहाँ हूँ, मैं यहाँ हूँ, कैसे हो, कैसे हो, कैसे हो, कैसे हो, मैं ठीक हूँ, मैं ठीक हूँ. And so on and so forth. I teach one line or one word at a time. It takes time, but at the end of the day, at the end of the class, they pick it up, they remember it, and they enjoy it, which is my goal. I learned different languages as a child growing up, only by listening to songs, singing songs. So that's how I like to teach children to learn. Of course, we learn the alphabet, and let me see if I can flip my screen and show you. There it is. So this is my whole, of course, our Hindi alphabet from K through Gya, and that too is taught through a song with the vowels. K se kabutar udta hai, kh se khargosh daudta hai, and they repeat it. I show them pictures, and I also show them certain educational videos, which helps them to let me switch the camera back. Okay, to relate to what is it that I'm talking about. What is this kabutar, and what is this khargosh? And when we talk about these things, the thing about the interactive part is where I ask the children to talk to each other in a class and ask them, "Tum kaise ho?" Whoever the friends are, and "Main theek hu." That way, they learn that it's all about conversing with each other and communicating with each other. So I'm not sure if you were there when I was showing this, Nishant and Kara. But this is how I would इस तरह से हम colors सिखाते हैं, रंग, where instead of just memorizing, I build on their knowledge of what they know in terms of a rainbow. What is a rainbow called in Hindi? It is called an Indradhanush or Meghdhanush. We talk about it. We talk about the different colors from the Royji Biv, Lal, Narangi, Pila, Neela. We talk about the sky. What is it called in Hindi? Akash, Badal. So, and I would send this to the parents, and you would print it out, and we would in the class, we would actually discuss and draw and color and write down. So that's one of the things which has been very popular with my students. In terms of reading and writing, I recommend this book. It is a very good book, a Hindi Varnamala, we call it. And this has already been used. So we start with the vowels. There is lovely pictures. We talk about what it is in Hindi. Kids write it down in the English script so they can pronounce it. And then we write the meaning of that of the different things. So there is, I think, one of my batches has already reached here, and so we've been working on those. And one of the things that they love also is making a little my little Hindi book, Meri Choti Hindi Kitab. And then the more they write, the more they can relate to what they are learning, the better is the learning. So we go ahead and kind of work on all the letters one by one, and then we talk about the different things. So that is basically how I conduct my classes. Let me see. I make sure the kids are engaged in the learning, and I share my screen. As I write and draw, they can see what I'm writing and drawing. Then they write it down in their own notebooks. And we talk about the different festivals of India and words related to that in Hindi. वो सब हम करेंगे. So yeah, this is, I think, this is the national symbols of India, because India, then Hindi is the national language of India. So a little bit of knowledge of that helps them. I do, of course, quizzes, pop quizzes, a little bit on online quizzes. There is an app called Duolingo, and I was very pleasantly surprised how well my previous batch, the kids could read, could translate, and really loved that little bit of quizzing. So of course it comes after a few weeks of learning and attending my classes. Some of them have extended classes after the workshop, summer workshop, so they can learn more. They've gone on to more advanced vocabulary and things like that. So that is briefly what I would be doing over the few weeks in summer. I think, go ahead and open it up to any questions anybody might have. So if Talanuk, our representative, could unmute our guests, then I would be ready to answer, happy to answer any questions you all might have. Anyone? Any questions? We'll be doing, of course, numbers, and I have if you go to my Talanuk profile, the entire lesson plan is there, I have a general idea of, on the first week, number 1, I would be doing greetings and recognizing the Hindi alphabets, writing the vowels, the colors name, the finger puppet song, simple conversations in Hindi. And I like to have them tell me, what is it that would you like to speak with your grandparents or parents? And then we would translate that, and they come up with the most innovative sentences that make sense to them. And that's what this whole workshop is about. Yes.
How many kids are in a class?
We are, I think, limiting it to about 5 to 7. I've been able to handle about 5 to 7 in a Zoom class very successfully. And it all, of course, depends on the registrations, how many ever, even if it's less than about 5 or a little less, I do conduct the classes or workshops. Are your daughter, obviously your daughters are probably not the same age, but they are, do they all 3 want to join it, or are interested, or what were you?
For us, our younger daughters are, they just turned 5, so they're a little bit young.
Yes, that might be, yeah. So I do put a lot of emphasis on conversational and, oral kind of learning, whereas the ones who can write, learn a little bit more and they are able to write. Probably from 6 onwards is when kids start writing. So that might be, they can learn in their own, at their own pace. So we could think of that also on some sort of a one-on-one basis also, and we can take it from there. Any questions from Bhavna? Maybe she is not able to talk. Any other questions, Nishant? Feel free to ask.
Hi, sorry, I just got back home. My kid is still out. वो बाहर है अभी भी, but I just got back. I think I can
Oh,
talk.
good.
Yeah, I was listening. Yeah. So I think my kid knows a little bit Hindi, but कोई fluency नहीं है. काम कर रहे हैं. You said कि summer course है 2 हफ्तों का, right?
No, summer course is, I believe, a 12-week curriculum. It's starting on the first week of June and ending in July. With, I think there's 1 week, no classes in the middle around 4th of July, between June 28th and July 2nd, there are no classes.
Okay.
But yeah, otherwise it's a 12-week curriculum, Tuesdays and Thursdays. I believe it's 11 to 12 in the afternoon.
Okay. And this is, I'm guessing it's all online, right? Because we still don't know how it's gonna be.
It is online, yes. So this is definitely online, and it is. I'm pleasantly surprised. These online classes have worked really well. Kids are learning a lot, and well, parents don't have to drive the kids, so that works for them too. But
Okay.
yeah, I'm thinking if things open up, I have, like I was saying in the beginning, I have conducted in person. I have a nice backyard, so we go out we had about 5-6 kids. We were all doing the Hokey Pokey, and they were having a blast. And then most of the parents have been, almost all parents have said that they've had a great time, learning and speaking. So that is the good news. And I'm hoping that, your kids would also join and be able to learn. And like I said, develop a love for the language, which is what my goal is, to be wanting to come back to the class and learn some more.
Yeah. And where are you located? Like,
I'm in Dublin.
Dublin. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might be a little far for us if we do it in person. We are in Sunnyvale, so.
Oh yeah, that's far. Right now we are not thinking in person until things are really. I believe there's another surge, so it's going to be online. Zoom.
I might be interested. I think I just need to know, once you're going in the future, like how things are gonna be. Like if we might be going to India at that point, so I'm not sure about that part.
Yeah.
But do you think you might be having classes for half an hour as well? या 1 घंटे का ही होएगा? Just because I don't know वो 1 घंटा बैठेगा कि नहीं बैठेगा.
I know I've had that situation with another few other kids. These things definitely can be worked out, Bhavna.
Okay.
Yeah, because how old is your kid?
He is 5. He just turned 5.
Just turned 5, yes. So that is something we could definitely work out. If you reach out to Shruti or anybody at Talent Nook, we should be able to accommodate, maybe a different time, a different. If this particular timings and weeks work out for both, Nishant and you, great. We can have everybody together. If not, we can work out some other times which work better for individually you guys. For a different kind of a program. That's totally doable.
Okay.
So do definitely reach out to Talent Nook where you've registered. Talk to them; they're very helpful, and they really try to accommodate all sorts of schedules and things.
Sure. Yeah.
Thanks, Bhavna. Any other questions in your mind, Nishant?
No, thank you so much.
Perfect. If that's all, then I think we have done really good on time, and I look forward to seeing your kids learning and enjoying their summer through Hindi learning, and do reach out to Thailand. Thank you everyone for attending. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.
Bye. Thank you. Bye.